Today's episode of the Riderflex podcast is sponsored by our friends at Rocky's Venture Club, an angel investing group dedicated to accelerating economic development by educating and connecting investors and entrepreneurs. Their mission is to advance economic development in the Rocky Mountain region. On today's episode of the Riderflex podcast, I thought I'd share a tip with you regarding keywords on your resume and LinkedIn profile. I was personally going through a bunch of resumes for a job that we have open here at Riderflex. Now, normally that is delegated to one of the awesome recruiters on the team we have here, and I'm not personally looking through initial resumes. Thank goodness we've gotten big enough to where I don't have to personally do that anymore, and I'm blessed to be able to say that. But as I was looking through some resumes today on a particular job, there were probably, 220 resumes in the system for this particular posting. I wanted to go through those myself. Now, do you think I read all 220 resumes word for word? No. And by the way, no recruiter is doing that. So please, if you're a job candidate, if you're applying for a job, just understand when you send your resume through, it's not like a human being is reading every word on every resume for the folks that applied. I mean, that's just not reality, right? The software is used to highlight and find keywords from the job spec or the job posting that match words on your resume or your LinkedIn profile. That's how you are pulled out of the system. Okay. Now, some of you listening to this episode, you're probably saying, okay, yeah, well, everybody knows that. Well, okay. If everybody knows that, then why are you applying to jobs without adjusting the keywords in your profile if you need to? Think about that for a minute. When you see a job, you think to yourself, wow, okay, I'm perfect for that spot, or I really want that spot. Do yourself a favor. Look at the job posting. Look at the keywords they're using on the job post, right? The buzzwords, terms the company likes, etc. Here's an example. What if they say, we want you to have experience selling to Walmart? Let's call Walmart a keyword. If the word Walmart is not on your resume or your LinkedIn profile, it might not get pulled out of the system. See how that works? So just do yourself a favor. Even though you all have a general resume, right? Like you have a template that you use, but then hopefully you're tweaking that a little bit for the job posting. Just look at the keywords, make sure they match. Ask yourself, okay, is the software going to pull my profile out because several keywords match? Ask yourself that question when you're looking at your resume versus the job posting. Make the adjustments you need to before you apply, and you'll give yourself a much better chance of landing the job. And there is your Riderflex tip of the day. The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.